What? In last classes, we have discussed about some points in this chapter, heredity. Okay. Monohybrid cross conducted by Gregor Johann Mendel was completed in last class. Okay. Next, let us discuss about the dihybrid cross. Okay. What? Dihybrid cross. What is a dihybrid cross? You know, di means two. What? Di means two. Here, cross, dihybrid cross means it is a cross between the two plants, cross between the two plants having two pairs of contrasting character. How many pairs? Two pairs. Two pairs of contrasting characters. What? Contrasting or opposite character. Okay. Is called dihybrid cross. This is very important. Remember, dihybrid cross means cross between the two plants having two pairs of contrasting characters. Having two pairs of contrasting characters is called dihybrid cross. In monohybrid cross, actually a pair of characters were taken by Mendel, but here he took two pairs of contrasting characters. For example, two pairs means first pair yellow and green color seeds. This is a pair. Next, another pair is round and wrinkled seeds. This is a pair. This is another pair. Two pairs. Like this, Mendel took two pairs of contrasting character into the consideration. That is why this type of cross between the two plants is called dihybrid cross. What? Dihybrid cross. Okay, note this. Now let us discuss about the cross. First, Mendel crossed the two plants having the two pairs of contrasting characters. For example, here it is plant, here another plant. Phenotypic characters. Phenotypic character. What is phenotypic character actually? What is phenotype? Phenotype means external visible character is called phenotype. External visible character is called phenotype. Genotype means genetic composition of an organism. Genetic composition of an organism is called genotype. For example, tall or yellow. Yellow is the phenotype. Yellow color, that is external visible character. That is why that is the phenotype. Now, what is the genotype of this yellow? Genetic makeup are genes responsible for this character. For example, capital Y, capital Y. This is the genotype of the yellow. Or capital Y, small y. Okay, any one of these two is the genotype of the phenotypic character. Okay, these two are very important, remember. Now observe, what is the phenotype of this plant? Yellow and raw. Okay, raw and yellow. Round and yellow is the phenotype of this character. Okay, now wrinkled and gray. This is the phenotype of this plant. These two plants are pure breed. Pure breed means two factors are identical. Okay, two factors responsible for a character, they are identical. For example, round. This is a factor for the round. Another factor is also same. These two factors are identical here. For example, round or next round or two are identical. Here capital Y, two are identical. Okay, because this plant is the pure breed in these two characters. That is why two factors responsible for a character are identical. Two factors responsible for a character are identical. Means we can write the genotype of this plant capital R, capital Y, capital Y. Now here these two are the recessive character. These two are recessive character. These two are dominant character. Okay. Round is the dominant character. What? Round is the dominant character over the wrinkled one. Yellow is the dominant character on the green. These two are recessive characters. These two are dominant characters. That is why we have to denote these two characters by small letter. Means small letters means here smaller, smaller, here capital, here small y, small. Observe carefully. Okay. Now gamete from these two plants. Gametes are capital Y, small y. Capital Y, small y. Means, for example, these two factors are genes are alleles. These two genes are factors are alleles. These two can enter into the gamete. These two can enter into a gamete. Here these two. Next, means how many types of gametes are formed here? How many types of gametes formed here? Capital Y, small y, one type. Here capital Y, small y. Here capital Y, sorry. Capital Y, capital Y, capital Y, capital, sorry, capital R, capital Y, capital R, capital Y, capital R, capital Y, capital R, capital Y. Means only one type. How many types? Only one type of gamete formed here. That is why we can write the gamete. We can write the gamete formed from the plant as capital R, capital Y. Yes. Here also same. Only one type of gametes are formed. That is why we can write small r, small y. These are gametes. Remember? When these two gametes from two plants are fertilized, what will happen? Here a plant is produced. Actually, Mendel got a plant with round and yellow characters or phenotype. Okay. Okay, here genotypic or genotype of this plant. Genotype is capital R, small r, capital R, small r, capital Y, small y, capital Y, small y. This is the genotype of this plant. This is the F1 generation. F1 generation. Okay. What? F1 generation this is. Next, Mendel self-pollinated the F1 generation plant. Self-pollinated the F1 generation plant. That is why we have to write the same genotype because self pollen grains and means male gamete and female gamete. Two types of gametes come from the same plant. That is why genotype of both gametes, genotype is similar. Capital Y, capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. Now gametes are, how many types of gametes are produced here? Observe. These two enter into the gamete. Next, these two enter into another gamete. Observe carefully. Next, these two. Next, these two. How many types? Here, capital R, capital Y, capital R, small y, small r, capital Y, small r, small y. Means 4 types of gametes. How many types? 4 types of gametes produced here. Okay, here also same. Capital R, capital Y, capital R, small y, small r, capital Y, small r, small y. Small r, small y. Okay, means like this. Same. Observe the gametes here. Next, if this all gametes are fertilized one with another, different types of plants with different phenotypic and genotypic character will produce. Different types of plants with different phenotypic, genotypic characters are produced. Let us discuss about fertilization of all these gametes. Checkerboard. Observe checkerboard or Punnett square or Punnett square. Punnett square. This is important one. Punnett square or checkerboard means it is a square. Square shaped one like this. Here columns or rows are present like this. This type of Punnett square is used to show the fertilizations of different gametes and different plants with different characters after fertilization. Punnett square. This Punnett square was proposed by or discovered by Punnett. Scientist name Punnett. Or it is also called as checkerboard. Now let us discuss about the checkerboard to explain the fertilizations of the different gametes developed from the F1 generation plant. This is the symbol for male. This is the symbol for female. This is for female. This is for male. Okay. Now here gametes. We have to write the gametes of male. For example, capital R, capital Y, capital R, small y, small r, capital Y, small r, small y. Now this is the male, here female, we have to write the gametes of female. These are also same, capital R, capital Y, capital R, small y, small r, capital Y, small r, small y. Yes. If these two gametes are fertilized, now one type of plant can be produced with the genotypic nature capital R, capital R, capital Y, capital Y. Okay. Or if these two types of gametes are fertilized, then what will happen? Plants can be produced with the capital R, capital R, capital Y, small y, capital Y, small y. If these two types of gametes are fertilized, a plant can be produced with the capital R, small r, capital Y, capital Y. If these two types of gametes are fertilized, a plant can be produced with the genotypic nature capital R, here small r, capital Y, here small y. Yes. Now these two, capital R, capital R, capital R, capital Y, small y. You have to write the small y means recessive factor after the dominant factor. Next, capital Y, small y, small y. Capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. Capital R, small r, small y, small y. Capital R, small r, capital Y, capital Y. Capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. Small r, capital Y, capital Y. Okay, observe carefully. Next, small r, capital Y, small y. Next, capital R, capital Y, small y. Next, capital R, small y, small y. Next, small r, capital Y, small y. Next, small r, small y, small y. Yes. This type of plants with genotype will be produced after fertilization of this type of gamete. Okay. Okay. Yes. Now write the phenotypes of all these characters. These are the genotypes. These are the genotypes. Now write the phenotypic character of all these plants. For example, capital R, it is responsible for which phenotypic character? Actually, which phenotypic character? Round. These two for the yellow. Here, this round and these two. Capital Y is the responsible for the R. Capital Y is responsible for the yellow color. Small y is responsible for the green color. But when these two are remain together, capital Y is dominate. Capital Y dominates the small y. That is why here phenotypic character is yellow. What? Yellow. Here capital R is dominant. That is why round and yellow. Capital R is dominant. That is why here yellow. Next here round and yellow. Round and here two are recessive ones. That is why green. Here yellow and round and yellow, round and green, round and yellow, round and yellow. Here wrinkled and yellow, wrinkled and yellow, round and yellow, round and green, wrinkled and yellow, wrinkled and green. Okay. These are the phenotypes of all these plants. Now count the phenotypic characters. Observe one phenotypic characters. How many round and yellow are present? How many round and yellow are present here? Count. Round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, 9. Next. Next, how many round and green are present? Round and green. 1, 2, 3. Yes, 3. How many wrinkled and yellow are present? Wrinkled and yellow. 1, 2, 3. How many wrinkled and green are present? 1. This is the phenotypic. This is the what? 9:3:3:1. This is the phenotypic ratio of dihybrid cross. Dihybrid cross. What is the phenotypic ratio of monohybrid cross? That is 3:1. 3:1. Phenotypic ratio of monohybrid cross is 3:1. Phenotypic ratio of dihybrid cross is 9:3:3:1. Yes, important, remember. Now, observe genotypic nature of the genotypic nature. How many capital R, capital Y are present? Capital R, capital Y. How many? Count. Here is present only one. Next, capital R, capital Y, small y. How many? Here, means 2. Next, capital R, small r, capital Y. How many? Observe. Only one. Observe carefully. How many? Here 1. Okay, next here 2. Okay, next. Next, observe. Capital R, small r, capital Y, capital Y. Here, capital R, small r, capital Y, capital Y. Okay. Yes, observe. Capital R, small r, capital Y, capital Y. Okay, here capital R, capital Y, a small y, here small y. Yes. Next, capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. How many? 1. Next, here 2. Next, here 3. Here 4. Next, capital R, small y. How many? 1 here. No, only 1. Next, capital R, small y, small y. How many? 1 here. Here another 2. Next, small r, capital Y. How many? Only 1. Next, small r, capital Y, small y. How many? 1 here, 2. Okay, next, small r, small y, only 1. This is the genotypic ratio of dihybrid cross. 1:2, 2:2, 2:2, 4:1, 2:2, 1:1. Okay, 2:1. 1:2, 2:2, 4:1, 2:2, 1:2, This is the genotypic ratio of dihybrid cross. What is the genotypic ratio of monohybrid cross? 1:2:1. This is the genotypic ratio. This is the phenotypic ratio. Yes. Okay. Okay. Observe carefully. See this video again in YouTube. Okay. This is just a complicated topic. Okay. See 1 or 2 times and learn clearly. Okay. This is about dihybrid cross. Next. Now, laws of Mendel. Laws of Mendel. Mendel proposed 3 laws. What are they? Law of dominance, law of dominance. Second one, law of segregation, a law of purity of gamete, law of segregation, or law of purity of gamete. Third one, law of independent assortment. Independent assortment. These are 3 important laws. Now, let us discuss about these 3 laws. First, about law of dominance. In this law, Mendel stated that when two types of alleles remain together, when two types of alleles remain together in a hybrid like this, capital Y is a type of allele, small y is a type of allele. One factor, okay, of 2 factors or 2 alleles, one factor dominates. One factor dominates the other factor in the expression of its phenotypic character. Means one factor, observe carefully, one factor can express its phenotypic character or expression, phenotypic character. Other one, second one, cannot express its phenotype. Okay, observe carefully here. Observe carefully. Here, factor which can express its phenotype, that is called dominant factor. Factor which cannot express its phenotype, that is called recessive one. That is called recessive. Here, dominant and recessive. This is called here law of dominance. Law of dominance. Already we discussed, dominant factor is denoted by capital letter, recessive one okay, observe. Dominant one is denoted by the capital one, recessive one is denoted by small one. For any character. Okay, this is law of the dominance. Law of dominance. Now, Law of segregation. Law of segregation. Actually, law of dominance and law of segregation, these two laws were proposed by Mendel after monohybrid cross. After monohybrid cross. Now, law of segregation means, listen carefully. Law of segregation means Mendel stated that when two types of alleles, when two types of factors responsible for two different characters if two types of alleles or factors responsible for two different characters are remain together in a hybrid. For example, capital Y, small y. These two are two different factors. It is responsible for yellow color. It is responsible for the green color. Yes. It is responsible yellow here, green. Now, these type of two factors are remained together in a hybrid. Observe carefully here. During the gametogenesis process, two factors are separated and passed into the two separate gametes without blending or without mixing. Observe carefully here. Observe. Though two types of factors responsible for two different characters are remained together in a hybrid during the gametogenesis process. During the gametogenesis process, two factors are separated and passed into the two separate gametes without mixing. Without mixing. This is the law of segregation. Here observe segregation, separation. Segregate, separate, without mixing. If these two are mixed together, then these two, listen carefully here, these two have to be passed into the same gamete. But this type of condition is not occurred here. Observe carefully here. Here, during the gametogenesis process, what will happen? These two factors are separated each other and passed into the two separate gametes. This is the law of segregation. Law of segregation. How can we define the law of segregation? Though two types of alleles are remain together in a hybrid, during the gametogenesis, two are segregated and passed into the two separate gametes without mixing. This is called law of segregation. Law of segregation. Because of law of segregation, different types of offspring are produced. For example, Mendel self-pollinated the F1 generation plant and ultimately is checkerboard. This is for male, this is for female. Here capital Y, here small y, here capital Y, here small y, capital Y, capital Y, capital Y, small y, capital Y, small y, small y, small y. This is for yellow, this is for yellow, this is for yellow. Means phenotypic ratio is 3. 3 is to, this is for green, 3 is to 1. 3 is to 1. Genotypic ratio, capital Y, 1, capital Y, small y, 2, small y, 1. 1 is to 2 is to 1. 1 is to 2 is to 1. Okay. Here, other two important scientific words are homozygous and heterozygous. Homozygous means if two factors are identical, then it is called homozygous condition or homozygous breed. Okay. If two factors are different, then it is called heterozygous condition. Heterozygous.